Fast forward, any come out on so AG Politics Avenue, near podcast or training because make headlines. The Jemre na EDB Akroma, and need him Yahoo Rack Timos, and ADD Kanyam says so much subscribe to the channel. It's notification bell so mami share now for from answer into me and Kabi. And need him Yahoo Rack Timonia, young rat a political habits, na a jadema and yasa. Na Menoka say a year, opinion punch for and Caneno, na or a year, but too much transit, and a Menoka say, Offer by His Excellency John Romani Mahama, a power or coin or cohon, or whom it has a ship project can be over Unia and Yasin. Now, in some Okanian say, Basses are Hodua, no qua, say your son Semiyando, now a tea about power to Mr. Bass was idiot, and whom any port be are now umu auction basses now. Sika omudi auction yen so Unia, ask him, ask Bakubia Moton 2,000 Ghana cedi out of a year. 2,000 Ghana cedi buses no back a year 337 buses bakubia 2,000 Ghana cedi omutimi ede bus bakubia ede eje no nia ton omuton ni so papa ni echirim se omu eton ema omankasa ho a sika no mefan se anko aban futuo omankasa ne ton bus ne ma wo sika no so ansa anko aban efutuo. At this point in time yemmo rap pana so abra wajemre na o boy chim AG Politics Avenue.
Parts when it comes to terminals being in poor condition has to do with encroachments. So it is also clear that most of your terminals are being encroached.
Yes.
I'll come to the other two, but these two main challenges: feed depletion and aging buses. Second one, infrastructure and terminals in poor condition, encroachment. What are you guys doing about it?
Like Raleigh said, our fleet level, yes, on record, has gone all-time low in the history of the company.
Yes.
So if you look at our balance sheet, it is on the strength of that and the potential Metro Mass, presents. That is how come the president has directly intervened. Because like I said, currently we have 16 regional capitals in Ghana.
Yeah.
Over 260 districts. So if you check up, population growth is also on the rise. So now demand for public transport is also very high.
Very high, yeah.
And the transport space has evolved. Gone were the days, our forebears used to board Waton Chene, Arrow Glass,
Yeah.
Now we've gotten to the stage, even with the current 63-seater capacity buses that we are routing.
Yeah.
In some cases, the bus could be at the terminal point for more than 2-3 hours before it gets full. So they say that when the time changes, you must also change your ways.
That's right. Yeah.
It is in the light of this that the president is heavily supporting us. God willing, like I said, around January, we'll be expecting our first fleets of the Toyota Hiace buses. We are bringing the short chassis buses. Those short chassis buses, they are 15-seater.
Okay.
They will also be bringing 29-seater, that's the coastal buses. Around February, we'll be augmenting our fleet with Isuzu buses. The Isuzu Compact is about 300 buses.
Okay.
Around February, first 100 buses will arrive. Then the remaining 200 buses will be staggered along the way. When we are done with that, we also plan to bring in what we call metro cargo services.
Okay.
From where we sit now, assuming you have some goods that you want to send to maybe a relative in Kumasi.
Sure.
All what you need to do, God willing, if you're able to get those trucks, those trucks will come in the form of sizes, shapes, and capacity.
Okay.
In terms of tonnage.
Right.
So we will be bringing in 10 tons capacity, 20 tons capacity, and 30 tons capacity. So as you are here, if you have goods to be sent to maybe a relative in Kumasi, we will display a toll number.
Okay.
That will be made available to everybody or all persons. It will also be on various platforms and streams. So you just go on the site, you pick the number and call.
Yeah.
Once you call the number, we have smaller short chassis trucks now called Abosu Kamachu.
Sure.
Those small trucks will come directly to your doorsteps, just at the studio here. When they come, whatever goods you have, they have mobile weighing machine in. They weigh your stuffs right in front of you.
Yeah.
Then you also be issued with a tap and go card. That card is your payment card.
Sure.
So you load some money on the card. So when the gentleman or our agent comes,
yeah,
you put your stuffs on the weighing machine. Then it is weighed.
Sure.
You know the weight of your stuffs. The weight comes with a rate. So then you insert your insert your card into the POS machine. Then it swipes.
When are we expecting this rule? When are we expecting this to start operating?
It's part of the 500 buses.
The 500 buses
announced.
Okay.
So the first trucks that will be arriving, about 50 trucks.
Sure.
But these 50 trucks will come in the form of 10 tons, 20 tons, 30 tons.
And that's beginning January.
God willing.
Great.
Yes. So once those smaller chassis Abosu Kamachu comes to pick your staffs, it will drop your staffs at the head office, where they will be loaders to load your staffs into, say, the 10 tonnage truck, or 20 tonnage truck, or the 30 tonnage truck, which has been assigned to move to Kumasi.
Right.
So once your staffs get to Kumasi at Report Junction, the receiver will be called.
Okay.
That you have a luggage with us.
Okay.
If the receiver cannot go to a Report Junction, there's also another small Abosu kind short chassis truck there that will carry the staffs and deliver it to the doorstep of the receiver.
Okay.
And it will come with a little charge.
Okay.
So these are some of the interventions
that you have
been done elsewhere.
Very well.
That's the door-to-door approach.
Sure.
Or the door-to-door type of cargo management. That is what Metro must very soon.
Harun, have you considered, you see, from what you said, it is more of, and that is one thing that has been taking place over the past years. It is more of the buses waiting for it to be full, then it moves. So it delays. And a lot of people find it difficult. In fact, I've had an encounter with Metro Mass some time back. I didn't want to drive, so I walked to the terminal. And trust me, it took me
about 3 hours.
Oh my goodness, you have no idea. I told myself that I would never do this again. I'll never do this again. Instead of waiting for the bus to be full, why don't we do what other countries are doing, where the bus will run on time?
Yes, that's
not on the number of people who are in the bus.
So that's the more reason why currently, if you check, I told you that we will bring in the Toyota Hiss,
right?
The smaller chassis,
right?
Those are 15-seater capacity.
Okay.
And the coastal buses are 29-seater capacity. The Isuzu buses are also 29 capacity seater. These buses will be mixed with the traditional ones.
Okay.
So, like I told you, the transport space has evolved.
That's right.
So, those within the middle class will have a fair share of the Toyota Coaster and the Toyota Hiss.
I get you.
So, if you want to move from, say, Cape Coast to Takoradi, within that short space of time, you can board either the Toyota Hiss or
and
the
then
Coaster.
go with it.
Whilst our mothers, who are traders, who are petty traders, sellers at the markets, at the close of market transaction, they can also get their staffs, into the bigger bus.
Sure.
And those buses will convey their staffs to their original or natural location.
I get you.
Or their villages.
Very well.
So that all persons will have a fair share of this transport system arrangement that government want to roll out. So nobody will be left out.
Very well.
But we are just making sure that all persons and individuals' unique interests will be addressed. So the middle class will have their fair share. Then the upper class, whoever you are, once you get to the terminal point, you will have a comfortable bus to get you to your destination.
That's right. There's one other challenge. I mean, we are talking about the challenges.
And talking about the rush hour.
Sure.
The rush hour. in fact we are currently doing rerouting of our Accra operation. You know, Metro Mass.
Isn't it the same that was done under Akuffo?
Yes.
Where they designated a certain lane for the buses. Is it different from what you're talking about?
You see, sometimes we can choose to be deceptive,
right?
Or in the interest of trying to woo the people of Ghana for votes. How can anybody tell me that, you know, you just get up one day and say that you have marked some place for buses to get there on time for people to board? That is not the beginning of addressing those challenges. If you know the operations of the transport system, and also if you studied Accra, the human traffic, and how to route it. First of all, we need strong laws. Through the Ministry of Works, Ministry of Roads and Highways, so that we have some dedicated routes specifically earmarked for those timely movement of those buses. From what points and across what points. That should be the beginning. So what the previous government did,
that's not the same.
No.
It is the same, but this one is going to be done in the right way.
So,
is that what you're saying?
So in fact, we've initiated some talks
with
the roads and highways.
So
there are some dedicated routes and some dedicated points, you know, will be earmarked. So you can see on the street, this is a bus standpoint. Around this time, you see, no bus can park on that lane with the exception of Metro Mass bus. As you speak, we are trying to reroute our buses. You know, Metro Mass, we're supposed to be doing inter and intra. Currently, our powers has somehow been petitioned or divided to STC and Ayalolo. STC is doing intercity. Ayalolo is also doing intracity. But if we check the scope and operations of Metro Mass, we're supposed to be doing inter and intra. So currently we are trying to reroute between Kaneshie to Circle, rush hour. Then do Oyarufa early in the morning from 4:30, 5 o'clock, then to ministries. So we are studying Accra, the human traffic, so that we'll be able to serve the people of Ghana in the best way that will be able to bring hope and confidence.
Harun, I want to discuss briefly staff morals, conditions of service, and operational management. But let's be a bit fair and also go back to our viewers, because there's a lot of questions coming in whilst you take in some water. Good evening, Mr. Wilson, Senior Lawson. It's really interesting listening to your guests from MMT. I listened to Lawyer Caesar the last time. There's hope going forward. I urge management to stay focused for God and country, and may Allah grant them the goodwill. Long live MMT. And this is coming from Muniru, ARB in Wa. Good evening, Mr. Wilson. Harun is a great analyst and keep researching the Metro Mass. And this is from Eugene Koforidia. Good evening, Mr. Wilson. My name is Foster Ayariga from Tamale. I want to suggest something to Metro Mass Bus Bolga Tamale routes. Can they get a minibus to run Bolga Tamale routes and leave the long buses to run Bolga Kumasi, because the private ones are making money? I think you talked about that, so it's in line. I am Elijah Kwesi Tay. I'm watching you live from Fantiakwa North, inside Asirebu So. The NPP government has destroyed everything in Ghana, including Metro Mass Company Limited. Let's reset our country together. Greetings to the good people of Fantiakwa North, especially Siame Thomas. Mr. Wilson, my name is William from Kwewu Tafo. Please, will there be a bus from Kumasi to Swaman Dadieso? Do we have any plans for that?
Of course.
So yes, William, there's going to be. Good evening, Mr. Wilson. Dumevi from Amanfrom. A 75-passenger bus, here to say a Metro Mass Transit bus, declared to be scrapped, supposedly should not have an engine, no steer, no seats, and no tires. And this scrapped bus is sold not less than 12,500 Ghana cedis. Well, so unfortunately, according to Harun, we did 2,500. 2,500. Mr. Wilson, I'm highly disappointed about the auction of the buses. How can a whole bus cost 2,500 cedis while our engine costs more than 20,000 cedis? They should be brought to justice. And this is Richard from Koligono, Accra. Please, Mr. Wilson, good evening. Can he explain why they are not increasing their junior staff salaries for about a year now? And if he can do that explanation in Twi. But the senior staffs have been receiving increments in their salaries. Good evening, Mr. Wilson. I am Deborah from Adanse. Yes, you did.
Junior staff salaries have been increased by 25%.
That's right, you did.
And the senior staff by 20%.
That's right, you did. So there are a number of messages, but yes, we've really gone beyond time. Let me just do one or two. Let me see which one I can pick. Good evening, Mr. Wilson and your able panelists. Please, in fact, the previous government killed us in all. Okay, I thought I could get something that is a question for him to answer. Let's see. Good evening, Mr. Wilson. My name is Paul. Hello. From Obuase, Adanse West. And I'm listening in Ghana. No president. I take. Oh gosh. So unfortunately, I really can't. I don't. Good evening, Mr. Wilson, and your able panelists. Please. In fact, the previous government killed us in all the states owned enterprises and must be prosecuted and jailed, especially who told us here, okay, that's such a political, okay, it looks like I was trying to sip in a bit more messages, but a lot of the messages are here. I want to appreciate all of you who are sending in messages, and of course, all that is coming. A lot are still coming. I'm sure Harun probably will do a part 2. We can look for appropriate time, and then we'll do a part 2. So all messages coming through, I promise you will arrange for a part 2, and then we'll look at that very, very well. I'll read your messages, but I want to appreciate you for sending in your messages and making this very interesting. But the last question I want to find out from you, staff morale, conditions of service, and operational management. What structures are you putting in place? Because human beings must work and work happily. If they are not, their morals are not being boosted so well, they will end up messing up the vision. That's the first thing. Then the second thing I will also want to know from you is, under what circumstance do we declare a bus unworthy for which it must go to for auction?
You see,
briefly on this too.
You see, thank you so much. On the issue of declaring a bus unserviceable,
yes,
a lot goes into it.
Okay.
But unfortunately, with the evidences that we have gathered and the ones that we've seen, honestly, some of them are very shocking and mind-blowing. Can you just imagine that ever since we came, we've intercepted synopsis of reports, some confidential, others do not even want, to declare even who they are. They just want to remain anonymous. In some cases, the allegations of a bus could be there, very strong enough.
Right.
Then deliberately, because somebody has decided that by hook or by crook, some buses must be put on auction sales. So there is what you call a grand collusion.
Right.
So deliberately, they engage in what you call cannibalization. Cannibalization is whereby maybe this bus has just arrived. The bus has a problem with springs. Instead of us to deal with the springs, we allow the bus to park.
Okay.
The bus came with a problem with spring.
Right.
Then another bus comes. This bus needs boot and nut. Then they will remove the bus that came with a minor fault. They remove other parts
and then
use it to go and service this bus.
That's sad.
So by the time you say jack, deliberately,
Yeah.
they remove some essential parts.
Parts.
They call it
Then,
cannibalization. Deliberately. Then they will say that, okay, as for this bus, let's remove this, let's remove that, so that at least we'll be able to sell it.
That's right.
And another striking thing that comes, you do a part 2.
Sure, we will.
You see, the revelations that are coming are so serious.
Really?
There is behind the scenes trade. One person.
We ain't some of the team course watching and so. Mamma not so Jim or Sene. So bad in the Dumbi Domini. Essentium, not